back to 40-ish Vibes. Welcome back to the channel.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And today is going to be another sit and chat of the Audacity.
That's right.
Okay, this is our second one.
Right.
And I actually have an Audacity, a rant that I would like to go over.
Before we get started with that, remember to like, subscribe, and share to the channel for more of this informational, educational, entertaining video, guys.
Okay, and so, basically, no show interviews. So where I'm at, I've set up like 20 interviews this week. Okay? No exaggeration. 20 interviews this week, and out of all 20 interviews, 3 showed.
People don't want to work. People don't want to work.
Something's going on because I have never seen this for this year even. Because we've hired earlier this year, and I mean, basically the same thing happened. So I want to just talk about that because I'm not understanding what's going on. I have an opinion, and I'll express my opinion in a few. So I feel that people should. You get a call for someone, a company that wants to interview you. I really think if you're not wanting to go, just say that you've accepted a job offer somewhere else. And then that ends it. And then you don't have to schedule an interview. There doesn't have to be a time slot filled in that position because someone else could fill that time slot. Right? So just say that you've accepted another job if you're not wanting to go on this interview. Don't say yes. Okay? And then I got to put your name in the time slot. And then you end up not showing.
Right. That's just the double working kind of you, huh?
Yes. Because I print off the resumes. It's a 2-person interview. So I'm printing off resumes, making a copy for my manager. And then we go into the interview if they show up. But and we discuss it and look it over. That is time that I could be working, basically. Right. Let's just keep it 100. Okay, I feel that it's unprofessional not to show up for an interview. I've never not showed up on an interview, and I've never had to reschedule. So I think that is very unprofessional. I don't know what's happening with people these days. But, I mean, on the interviewer side, it's a little
frustrating.
Yes, It really is. I don't know what else to say. So my opinion is that I think that people is trying to meet the requirements for unemployment. And that's why they're just saying yes to the interview.
And not showing up.
So that they can continue to receive unemployment benefits. That's what I've come to the conclusion on because this is excessive. 20 interviews set in place and only 3 show up. People is not wanting to work.
They just want to get the benefits, huh?
So, correct. And I don't even think that is what let you get the benefits, just applying. I think you have to go to the interviews. I don't know how it works on the unemployed side.
Well, I think you have to do 2 applications per week to meet the requirements for unemployment to continue to get your unemployment benefits.
So you just have to apply?
Yeah, I think you have to apply to 2 jobs per week. I think 2 or more per week in order to continue your benefits. They just want to see that you're applying. And but
applying how? Like submitting your resume? That's sufficient?
Yes, that's sufficient enough. As long as you're applying for a job, you're submitting your resumes. And what the argument can be is that yes, I am submitting my applications and my resume, but I can't make the employer call me back. You see that? You see how that works? So they're doing it, but they're using it for their benefit. They're not really well, some people, not everyone, is really just trying to get the benefits as long as they can.
But why not show up for the interview? I mean, I guess because you're not wanting
Yeah,
the
you're
job,
really
really.
not wanting the job, so you're applying to something that you know you're not wanting. So you just apply just to continue to satisfy the requirements for your unemployment benefits.
Okay, then why not say like the reason that I said earlier about just say that you've been hired by another company, that you've accepted a position somewhere else.
Well, I mean, they just really not going that far. They just want to put in the applications, do what they got to do to continue to get their benefits. That's really pretty much what they're doing. Some people, not everyone.
And it's just my opinion. That's just what I think
Right.
it is. If you think that there's another reason or you have a different take on this, a different opinion, comment below. Because I really just want to know, or if you're someone that has done this, I really want to know what the reason is on why you're not showing up for an interview. Why did you say yes and yes to the time slot and then you don't show up? Yes, something could have happened. I can understand that. But to all 17 other applicants, though, the same thing happened, though? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm wondering. Okay, so did you have any questions?
No, not really. I didn't have any questions. I just be wondering why they didn't show up, and I mean, I just wonder why they didn't show up. Like, put in the application didn't show up, but when you stated your opinion on it, it started clicking in my head and making sense. So that's probably why they're not showing up to the interviews, because they just want to basically meet the requirements for their unemployment benefits. That's my opinion. That's what I was thinking on it, and it could be that they probably accepted a position somewhere else, or stuff happens. It could be that too. So it could be a variety of things that could have happened of why they didn't come to the interview. But I guess a courtesy call would have been good, or a courtesy email would have been good. Like, listen, hey, I'm not gonna make the interview. Something came up, or I accepted the position with another company. Something like that.
Have you ever no showed at an
Well,
interview?
I've never. Well, it wasn't really a no show. It was just that I did email them back and tell them like, hey, I went with a different company. I never just not showed up for an interview after I put in the application for it. I always went to my interviews.
I just thought this
So
was very interesting because just the excessiveness in it,
right.
just the amount of people. So because of that happening, now I have to do the same thing next week, like set up all of these interviews and hopefully someone shows up, but it's really frustrating. That's the only word. And I'm speechless or are blown away because of the amount of people that is just not showing up. I've just never experienced that. Of course, I was the interviewee and not the interviewer. But now being on the side of the interviewer, I'm just seeing this. I don't know if that happens a lot, if it's because of what's going on in the world, or I'm not sure. But I thank you for listening to this rant. Uh, if you want to comment about anything that I've said or anything, give your opinion, just comment below.
Right. And if you guys have an audacity that you want to get off your chest, that you want us to speak to the world for you, just drop it in the comments, let us know, and we'll be happy to address your audacity.
Yes, any
Right.
type of things in the world outside of politics
And religion.
Yes.
Right.
So we're just going to keep this short but sweet. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.